Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here looking at this week's property market. Well, it was a big weekend, of course. The election, it has been run, it has been won, it is done. Hopefully now most of the politicians can just disappear into the background a little bit and get on with running the country. That said, it's been a really distracting 6-week period for the property sector. We already know a lot of buyers over the last several weeks have just been unsure. Do they buy now? Do they wait till post-election? We already knew as well that a lot of sellers were pausing. Do they bring their home onto the market before the election? Do they wait until after the election? What do we know now? Well, Labor is in power and there are no policies which are impacting the property market. So the conversations we're having with buyers and sellers this week would suggest to us it is business back to normal, which is a really good thing. That said, one thing we have picked up on over the last 6 weeks is the number of new listings coming to market have really started to tighten up, and buyers are also observing this as well. What's going to be interesting as this market transitions and property prices are falling, if the supply and demand metrics really tighten up, that may curb the veracity of any price falls moving into winter. So looking at the auction market last week, it was a pretty light week for auctions, just 652 going under the hammer as a result of the election weekend, but we still saw that pretty weak clearance rate sitting at 42.2%. So now that the election chaos is out of the way, let's turn our attention to two hot Balmain family homes which we've brought to market this week. The first one is 23 Lawson Street in Balmain. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, off-street parking, a pool. It was newly built in 2019, one of the finest renovations I've seen, luxury living at its best in a wonderful location. We can then turn our attention to 14 Clayton Street in Balmain. Very similar specs to Lawson Street, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, off-street parking and a pool. Has this luxurious north-facing garden, wonderful for entertaining with pocket doors. That's also a fabulous location, and both are open this Saturday. So folks, that's what's going down in the property market this week. Let's get the election out of the way, return back to business, and our entire team looks forward to seeing you out and about. I'll catch you all next week.